bag a girl in my white tee, make her my side piece. I'm too smooth. White ivory. You could tell your bitch to stop eyeing me, period. I take my music real serious. Got your girl feeling it, she whispered in my ear. I'm curious. Thought I could be the one, a man got furious. I just wanna pull up picture on shit. I just want my girl laced up, pictures up beat. People make claims but they ain't met me. This one's a killer, I guess that's a felony. I don't have no time for no enemies. Cut them off, fuck them off, zero bad energy. Artist of the century, fuck with me heavily. Headed for the clean sweep, pedigree, pedigree.
No freestyling.
Too many bitches don't like
We'll get our
me.
time.
Too many bitches hit me off like Nike. I could bag a girl in my white tee. Make my side piece. I'm too smooth.
Temptation is real, I know, dude.
Sit your ass down, you a class clown. I'm the teacher, smoke that reefer like Khalifa. You don't like me, well that's on you. And I always keep receipts to put the facts on you. I just wanna pull up in the Bentley. You're ballin' out in the Louis and the Fendi. People just really don't get me. I'm my own producer, so I write my own melodies. I don't have no time for no enemies. Cut them off, fuck them off, zero bad energy. Artist of the century, fuck with me heavily. Headed for the clean sweep, pedigree, pedigree. Too many
But I
bitches
can't
don't
freestyle.
like
Keep
me.
it going for a
Too
while.
many bitches hit me off like Nike. I go back a girl in my white tee. Make her my side piece. I'm too smooth.
While I'm sitting there, freestyle, keep it going for a while. He's in the kitchen with a smile on his dark, eating twisties. Now he's gone. When I'm going on for too long.
Too many bitches don't like me. Too many bitches tick me off like Nike. I go bag a girl in my white tee, make her my side piece. I'm too
This is a
smooth.
vibe. I can save this song.
Yeah, please get onto
Hey,
it.
hey.
That's some local stuff by Sophia. She's from Melbourne, representing.
Yeah.
Good to see, good to be. Connor, how we doing there, my dude?
Good, thank you. How are you?
I'm alright. I'm not too bad. I'm
Chilling?
actually. I mean, today is one of the better ones, I would say.
Yeah.
In recent days. Welcome everyone. You know, it's another episode of Grounded. It's your boy Dilly D hanging out here for a good time with his bro Connor. 2 N's, 1 capital R. There's no other questions, you know. That's what it is. Thanks for coming out.
No worries.
And by coming out, I mean staying
At home.
staying at home.
I went to my mom's house for this, so you should feel very special.
I am. If the fact that you understand the importance of good Wi-Fi for
Really
something
not
like
effort.
this,
I didn't want a hotspot.
it's
off my
important.
phone.
Yeah, well, you know, for some people the hotspot don't cut it. Me currently, I am hotspotting, but I'm one of those boys on the 5G of I'm all virused up, so I'm down with the sickness.
Yeah,
You know?
true. No, well, thanks for having me on, man. Been looking forward to it all day.
Well, you're actually probably my the number 1 fan of this show currently. I feel like you've probably input more in chat and minutes, potentially an hour of watch time.
Yeah, I tried my best to tune in when possible, man.
Hey.
Would you mind
Well,
just turning
it's,
down the music just a tad? Is that okay?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You're just a bit soft, that's all. Maybe it's...
I'm a bit soft. Do you want me to turn my mic up a little bit or talk to me?
Maybe
Yeah,
the
yeah,
music
yeah,
down just
yeah,
a tad.
Can you turn down the music on your Spotify?
Oh, is that what it is?
Maybe.
I don't know. It says we're listening together, so, I mean, that would make sense. How do I do it?
Or if it's up there, is there the volume bar by chance? Because I got it super low on my end.
The only volume bar I've got changes everything on my computer, not just the Spotify.
Is there it?
So,
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, I've turned it down quite a bit.
Okay, well, it must be
Um,
mine then. When I try and open my Spotify, it gives me a black
Can you still
screen.
hear it?
Yeah.
Can you? Yeah. Well, I've turned it off.
Alright,
I've
well, I'm gonna
silenced
have
it.
to just reopen it, I
How-
guess.
I can just pause it.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be running through the whole thing.
Okay.
You know, it's not. You know, it's you and me now. We've come
yeah.
to the point where, you know, people they've been boosted up, mildly energized, mildly incentivized by tuning in this evening. You know, the fine Wednesday. Do you feel like you're at the peak of the week or the slump of it at the moment, or at the Wednesday?
I
right now?
feel like I am at the middle of it
Yeah.
because I haven't been working, so I've just been getting up and doing my routine every day, and it's felt
Yeah.
like a really long week, even though it's only Wednesday, so that's great.
Yeah.
Like usually when it's a
Um,
Wednesday, that's been a long week, you're annoyed because you still got 2 more days of work, but I'm
right.
enjoying it for once.
You're enjoying a bit more free time
Yeah,
than you're used to, I imagine.
absolutely. Don't have to set the alarm. I can just wake up when my body clock says, and sort of just spend the day doing things I enjoy for a change, which is lovely.
What are some of those things you enjoy, my friend?
Well, I like to make music. If you haven't noticed, I really like that. So I've been spending a lot of time doing that. I've been reading again. I haven't read for years, so I bought a few books
Oh,
and I've been reading. I've been listening to podcasts and audio books. I've been playing Xbox, a bit of COD Zombies, um, as
oh, of
well as
course. That one of your go-tos.
just other self-development stuff. Started meditating again, just trying to do everything I can to sort of grow a little bit.
Is that the main practice aside from exercise that you kind of partake in? Just meditation?
I try to. It's hard because a lot of the time you're sitting there like, do I want to spend half an hour meditating or would I rather watch Bob's Burgers? And a lot of the time the answer is Bob's Burgers or American
Yeah.
Dad. But
Well, some people feel like they can reach enlightenment through Bob's Burgers. Um,
it's a good show. It's a really good show.
it's
Um,
a good show.
but for me, yeah, it's about self-discipline at the moment for me. Because when last time I didn't have a job, I got very lazy, and so I'm trying to learn from that and do things a bit different. So you know, I'm also moving, so a lot of my time has been spent packing and cleaning, unfortunately, too.
Mm, right. Ready for the big reset.
Yeah, reset.
How many hours are you trying to occupy and fill with productivity currently when you're not
Mm.
working?
I don't really have a set amount of hours. Like today, I
Yeah.
spent from about 9 o'clock until 12:30. I just spent cleaning and packing, and like it was all the
Right.
dirty cleaning jobs, like the sinks that haven't been cleaned in the laundry and all that sort of stuff, and washing all the bins like
Mm,
properly. You're not just taking out the bag, but like fully washing the bins and um, the oven, the toaster, the microwave, all that stuff. Vacuuming, not vacuuming, so sweeping and stuff. So it was a very dull day, but I feel like I got a lot done. And then
cool.
I got a bit of inspiration when I was listening to music while I was cleaning, and I decided to sit down and write. And I ended up writing and producing pretty much a whole song today. So that was productive.
Holy hell.
Yeah, maybe
Is
like
it
75%.
is it often that you're able to get something out in a day?
Oh, see, I'm the kind of person that'll do 75% of the work in one day and then spend the next 6 months tinkering with it. You know what I
Right. So
mean?
you get that initial burst and it's like, all
Yeah,
right,
I get
well,
that inspiration and I'll go and smash it while I feel inspired because I know that doesn't come around too often. And then
yeah.
I'll do as much as I can until I feel like I've sort of earned a bit of a rest. And then I'll come back to it when I feel like I can keep going, and I'll come back to it maybe a different project in between so I don't get sick of hearing the same thing over and over and I've sort of got fresh ears next time. Because at the moment I've got
Right. So you
about
like to
10 projects on Logic that I'm just switching between all the time.
have you always had a bunch of things on the run? Has that always been your method?
Nah, I used to smash out one at a time and just get it all done properly and then start the next one. But I feel like that was too limiting because I had too much going on to just write one thing at a time. Like, I've got a lot of
Ah,
songs that
okay.
are high, as in energy, and I've got some songs that are
Yeah.
low energy. And if I'm feeling sort of low vibrational, I don't want to write on those high vibrational tracks. I want to sort of start something different. Um, and
Right.
then sometimes I'll just be listening to beats on YouTube and I'll get a wave of inspiration from that particular beat. And it'll be unlike anything I've written before. And I feel like starting something completely different just to come back to when I feel like it. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, so you MC produce. Um, did which came first for you when it comes to music? Was it instrument? Was it singing? Was it
Yeah.
production? Was it rapping?
So I actually started with the guitar when I was about
Yeah.
12. And it was funny because back then, you had all the kids that were like, oh, I've been playing the guitar since I was 7. You're only just starting. But the thing is, I've
Yeah.
kept playing until now, and a lot of people don't. So, um, yeah, the guitar first. And my sister was always a singer. I grew up singing basically just because she was always singing. So,
Yep.
when
So she
I,
kind of led the way of music in your
yeah,
family, or cool.
she's definitely the musical one. My mum and dad aren't like that musically creative. My mum is very creative in
Yeah.
terms of like poetry and artsy type stuff. My dad
Okay.
was more of a sports person.
Yeah.
But neither of them were singers. My granddad was a really good singer on my mum's side, so maybe it came through him. I'm not sure. But my sister
Cool.
just was always obsessed with singing. She grew up singing, won all the Eisteddfods and stuff like that. So I was just singing because she was singing, and our voices worked well together. So we've got a couple of covers out now and one original track as well.
Right. I've been lucky enough to witness at least a couple of the covers that you've done with your sister. Shout outs to
Malia.
Malia.
Yeah, Malia.
Shout outs to Malia.
Malia.
Shout outs to Malia. Yeah, both of you's ripping it up at Lyrebird Lounge
And on
at some Vibe
YouTube
Union
as well.
events. On YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Is your YouTube just ConnR double N capital R?
CONN. I think so. Let me just double check while we're on this.
Yeah. It's a little
I think it's Connor Music.
kind of
It's really
music.
hard to find. That's just Connor,
Yeah.
CONN capital R. But good luck finding it. I've only got 230 subs, so it doesn't show up.
What's the biggest video that people should be hunting for?
My favorite that I've made is the cover Better by Khalid. But I also
Okay.
really love the Collide cover by Howie Day. I got that one done like pretty properly. And then
Cool.
there's a couple more on there, like one I put out the other day, Still Chose You by the Kid Leroy. I just felt like doing something fun with that, so I did that. But I've got one, two, three. I've got
Sweet.
6 covers up there.
Are covers something that you do out of the love for the cover, or for the sake of the practice, or for the sake of getting something up?
Bit of both, bit of all of
All,
it.
all
So
of the above. Yeah.
I never thought I was going to make my own music. I was always a cover artist. Like when I
Interesting.
was learning guitar, I just wanted to learn my favorite songs, and then
Yeah.
eventually I started to just sing along with it. I was terrible. I couldn't really sing and play guitar at the same time, but I just practiced.
Right.
And then, I thought, you know what, I might like to do more of this. And I started to put it up on my old Instagram, and I got some like nice comments and stuff, and people wanted to hear more. So I started to do proper covers, and then when I was doing the covers, I obviously improved at singing and started writing my own stuff at the same time. Um, and that was about, what, 5 years ago now. I started to write my own stuff, and I've just since then done the covers more of just a practice. And
Yeah.
I do covers that people recommend to me a lot of the time. I'll ask for
Mm.
people's input, and I'll do the ones that they like, because I feel like that's a better way of interacting with your fans and stuff than to just put up songs that only you listen to. Like
That's very generous of you.
the newest one, I probably wouldn't have done that one, but one of my good friends said, he told me that he heard it and he heard my voice and he wanted me to do it because he just thinks that it would suit me. And I said, you know what, I will do it. Then I'll do it just for you, and I'll put it up.
Cool. So earlier you shot me through a couple tracks.
I did.
Um, yeah, I love the fact that you're quite forward with the sharing of your music. I think that's a sign of somebody who's like really passionate and in love with their stuff.
Yeah.
And if I ever seem in some way put off by it, it's probably just because I don't have anything to share myself.
No, not at all. I've been waiting to share a couple new things with you, but it just hasn't felt right. And you know
Right.
me, I don't like to show people things until it's 110%, because I feel like
Yeah, that is
first
true.
impressions are sort of everything. You
Yeah,
only
you
get
don't want to be
one
like,
first listen.
yeah, exactly. You're right.
Walking around, not a soul in sight. Angel to my left, demons to my right. Nearly took my life tonight. Hello, only word that I'm feeling. Hello, I'm bleeding to death from the inside. I'm bleeding to death from the inside. Hello. Blow after blow puts me down, and I'm trying my best to stand. Now I'm on my knees, I'm begging, please, please just let me go. I'm bleeding to death from the inside. I'm bleeding to death from the inside. Hello.
Yeah, man. There it is.
Heard it on
So
my phone.
sweet.
It was working.
Cool. My swaption networks.
Yeah,
So
it's working.
that's really sweet.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah. Yeah. Firstly, I mean, the overall singing and stuff is really nice. It feels heartfelt, but it also there's some strain in it. There's like this tense emotion in there, but you're also like releasing at the same time. It doesn't sound like you're like constricted in any way.
Yeah.
I love the way that you kind of say hello, hello. It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like you're kind of saying hello in this haunting way. But yeah, it's nice how you kind of like, how do you describe that?
Haunting.
Not howling or moaning. Sorry.
Like haunting. Yeah, like like
Haunting,
howling
exactly.
a little bit. Yeah, I like it. Yeah,
Exactly.
That's a good description. I sort of.
So I
feel
really
that.
like that.
Thank you.
The only thing, like, there wasn't too much for me to pick out to be like, to kind of talk about. It was just like overall nice. The only thing that I didn't like was the angel and demon left and right.
Yeah, I like it.
It's just everyone. I mean, it's just like it. I mean, everyone.
I
uses
know,
that
but it
line.
didn't come from everyone. It came from me. It was organic, so that's why. Like, I didn't listen to it and think
Connor,
that's a lyric I'm gonna write. Like, I just was writing, and it's what came out. So
I guess it's one of those things where it's like it's universal. Yeah, it's universal, or it's cliche, all that kind of shit.
yeah,
But it works, and if you feel it and you write it down, it's yours. You know what I mean?
yeah. I know
And
it's a bit
I'm just
cliche.
nitpicking.
Yeah. No, I know
You know what I
it's a
mean?
little bit cliche, but I genuinely pulled it from the heart instead of a cliche for that particular song. So I didn't just look up best lyrics to write. Like, I reached deep down when I was depressed and wrote that. So
Yeah, man. As I said, it feels heartfelt. It
Yeah.
feels, authentic. And yeah, I appreciate you tapping into your feelings and getting them out through your art and your work, man.
thank you. Appreciate you listening to those two. You're the first person from anyone in Vibe Union to hear them, so
Privileged.
yeah. Except
Pleasure.
for close friends and family, mate, and then Dilly.
Fucking hell, I can't believe I am that far up the pecking order. Okay, cool. Well, there's a couple segments left, you know, technically of this quote unquote episode show.
Yeah.
Before we go to putting other MCs and producers on the map, because last episode with Ruben, we got you on the map.
Mm-hmm.
So you're on the map and you represent the east side, right? Is that correct?
Correct.
Are we talking what suburb, if you want to give it away?
Blackburn.
Blackburn.
Or...
That's close to Ringwood, Box Hill.
Ringwood, Box Hill. Yeah, Mitcham.
Okay, cool.
Melbourne.
So before I ask you to put some other rappers on the map, and I'll just let you know who's on the map right now. We'll just have a bit of a recap.
Okay.
Okay, so north side, we've got Wrath, MC producer. We've got Amutha, MC producer. Madstalk, MC. Trix William, MC producer.
Mm-hmm.
And Toomey the B, MC.
Yeah.
Nuance Trap. Big ups to me.
Yeah.
You gotta have Toomey.
Gotta have a bit of Toomey
Nuance
in there.
Trap.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Gotta have a bit of Toomey.
Yeah.
Big fan of
You
Toomey.
gotta have a bit of Toomey there. Hey, absolutely. Sixpence, MC producer. Yourself, Connor Music, MC producer. And you're on the east, and on south side there's Dewan. So there's a whole bunch of people in the north. There's no one in the west yet.
I've got a name
not
for
that
you,
I
but
can't think
don't
of people.
know which side they're on.
That's cool. We can just put them around
Yeah.
and then figure that out later. But I'll let you think about that for a tick. How do you feel like listening to a track today, put together today?
I would love to.
Cool. So I'll let you jump on the Twitch stream. It seems to be much better and up to date now, I would say.
Okay. Let me have that.
And yeah, man, I don't even know what. I guess like this is about me, just me being a creative and finally finding some juice to make something for the sake of making something. I wrote most of it today.
Yep.
Just over half of it. Beat Not Mine. The name of the producer is Epic the Dawn.
Yeah.
Been loving their beats a lot recently.
Nice.
And yeah, this is called Creator.
Creator. Nice. I like it. Let's have a listen.
All right.
I'm a creator. Music is
Hey.
I'm a creative, do this for no fucking payment. Music is based on foundation, I'm holding the station so I can keep making. I'm a creative, do this for no fucking payment. Music is based on foundation, I'm holding the station so I can keep making. Call me creator, no I ain't shallow, I step into shadow to go me my maker. Space that I enter, the kind of shit you only see from the Hubble. Scope of the project, no trouble. Bubbles are bursting, I see through the looking glass. Fumble my way through the rubble of others that's body with feet on the floor and grounded. Into this mountain, loading the boo with the loading the beats. Overload whipping the heat, overcome problem by winning some fans. Ay, hurricane digital, keyboard the sword that I used to cut through to you. I'm a computer dude, feeding on data tubes. Vision is burgundy, blood in the words I see where there's original. Was I originally worthy of origin? Okay, I'll have a gin. I am joking, fuck with the woke kids. That was some cold shit. Winter is coming, not joking. Mindful of where I'm wearing this spyware. Cracking with my holy mace. Conquer the depths of subliminal, liminal, interdimensional, temporal space. Holding my dome at the crib. Blowing the lid off the kids so we're treating this rap like a fad. Hey, jokes on your dad. Yo, yeah, jokes on your dad. I'm a creative, do this for no fucking payment. Music is based on foundation, I'm holding the station so I can keep making. I can keep making. I'm a creative, do this for no fucking payment. Music is based on foundation, I'm holding the station so I can keep making. Master Chief, deliver the cover shots, magazines. Front pages sound like not a zine. Photoshop makes it look hella clean. Hey, brush me abs, I ain't Hercules. Sacrifice days of the week of the calendar, give to the streets. Shocking to cross them up down at the body shop. Rappers talk body shops, I'm into rapping in parking lots. Give me a speaker, a mic, or a feature. Show you the dilly D every week turns on a hot spot. Third person shooting straight at the classroom. Talk about what's in my pocket. I'm poking out, working my way up the strata to Gattaca. Intergalactica, we made a battle stars, indigo catacombs. Bees live in honeycombs. Just want my girl to come home. Shit, I forgot I'm alone. Suffering's blood on no throne. Dotting eyes for the heads. I was taught grammar respect. Go make my bed. Clean up the dishes, be fed with the best. Life gives you lemon, I fuck with the zest. Life gives you lemon, I fuck with the zest. I'm a creative, do this for no fucking payment. Music is based on foundation, I'm holding that station so I can keep making. I can keep making. I'm a creative, do this for no fucking payment. Music is based on foundation, I'm holding that station so I can keep making. I can keep making. I'm a creative, do this for no fucking payment. Music is based on foundation, I'm holding the station so I can keep making. I can keep making. I can keep making.
Keep making.
There you go.
All right. There you go. So, I liked it.
Yeah.
The whole time I was sitting there like, we have such different styles.
Oh yeah.
It's almost
Absolutely.
beautiful. That's the beauty of being a creative is no one's the same unless you just copy. Well,
Yeah, and look, you can. I guess you kind of want to not copy paste, but certainly look at what other people are doing.
yeah, you can take inspiration. I'll definitely do that.
Yeah.
But I like, and I've always said this, I like that you can rap about things. Like I heard Master Chief in there, didn't I?
Yeah, Halo
Yeah,
reference.
Halo reference. Cortana died today. You know, the Brazilian one. Did you hear about that?
No shit.
She
No, I
got
had no
brutally
idea.
murdered in her house in Brazil.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't want to know that.
Sorry. She's gone. Anyway,
That's heavy, man.
I'm sorry. I was really cut today. I thought it, because it was all over the TikTok and all the news about Cortana was brutally murdered, and it hit me right in the heart. And then I posted it, and someone told me it's actually the Brazilian voiceover of Cortana, not the one that you grew up with. So I mean, it made it slightly
Right.
easier. Made it slightly easier, but
Yes.
still obviously devastating. So I didn't mean to make that
Indeed.
so dark just then, but that just, yeah. Anyway,
Holy hell.
that was today.
Well,
so
thanks for. Yeah, thanks for keeping it fresh.
anyway,
Thanks for
back
keeping us
to
grounded,
back
Connor.
to your track. I did enjoy the references. You can bring energy to a track like that I couldn't imagine myself doing, you know. And it's
Do you feel like you don't think you can reach that energy in track?
I was trying to imagine myself rapping your lyrics, and I couldn't have done it the same. I couldn't have brought it that way. I would have had to change it. I don't know. I just can't bring that exact same energy as you can, obviously. If I was writing,
I mean,
to
that's
that
weird
beat,
because
if I was writing to that beat, I wouldn't have written anything close to that. I don't think, and that's just interesting.
Right. Do you really think it's like a energy output thing? Like, it's just like
More like a
style, it's
vibrational
just
output. No, like a vibrational output, not necessarily an
Okay,
energy.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Okay, so the way like the tone of it, like the tone
Yeah.
and direction and
The tone, direction, the way you can project your feelings through sound, obviously, is the vibration I'm referring to. It's not just the lyrics
Right.
that are that simple. It's the way your energy
Right.
expresses through the universe, hits me through my ears, and it's obviously very different to my own, is what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
I don't know that I could ever
And
write like
but it's
song.
okay, so
Yeah.
I get it. It's more of a vibrational thing, not like a decibel output
No,
thing.
no, not like a decibel output. No,
Yeah.
I more meant like the
Yeah,
Master Chief
okay.
references and stuff. That sort of vibration that flows through your head and out your music. I just can't imagine myself doing it, and that's just a beautiful
Right.
thing. It's just it sounds so difficult to be able to make that into a track that still sounds cool. Like to me, the moment I start talking
Yeah.
about Pac-Man or Pokemon or
Right.
Master Chief, all of a sudden only the nerds are going to listen to my tracks. But it's not like that for you. It's about, it's the whole vibe of the track. It's hard to explain.
Right.
It's just the vibration.
I do keep the nerds in mind though, and I am a nerd, obviously.
You're a gamer boy, a
Um,
little gamer boy.
I'm a little gamer boy. Yeah. So, yeah, I guess we're always gonna write about different things. We've experienced different lives.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's interesting. I guess I do maybe write more for myself than anyone in particular.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. But I appreciate that. Thanks for the feedback, my dude.
If
Glad
you
I was able to share with that.
I don't know if you wanted any specific feedback. I don't really have
Well,
much. I liked your double
it's
ups.
just
I liked your double
Yeah.
ups. And I noticed your voice when you did the backing vocals. You had some like high ad libs and stuff, and you went
Yeah.
around with that sort of stuff. I felt like a couple of them. It was probably deliberate, but they were quite like out. Like one of them was out of time behind, and I felt like, well, that's probably deliberate. So I don't really have much in terms of like mixing specifics. I would need to listen to it on better headphones to give you any
Right.
sort of specific advice.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a demo that I got down today.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's raw as, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, like so I guess some of the ad libs were deliberate, like a little bit. Either way, to either be like a delay or echo kind of effect, but some of them are probably just like raw odd off
Yeah.
placement.
Yeah.
Cool,
Well, it sounded good anyway. It sounded deliberate. So
cool, dope.
yeah.
All right. If you had to put Melbourne MC on the map, who would it be?
You already know who it should be, Dilly D.
I don't know, man. Actually, don't.
And she's going to be very insulted she wasn't first on the list.
Oh, I know who it is now.
Yeah.
I know where to put her as well.
Yeah. You know
We're
exactly
talking,
where she's going?
Talking Mercads.
Oh, yeah,
on
we
the
are.
south side?
Yeah, we are. On
Yeah,
the southeast.
Cool, Mercado. Southeast. All right, I'll put him in between. That works. All right, we've got
Yeah.
this figured it out. Sweet. I've also got one of Mercado's tracks on my Melbourne hip hop scene Spotify playlist, which is in the Twitch channel
Is that
description.
the My Own one she's released?
You could be right.
She's only got one
I'm
on
just looking
Spotify,
at-
so that's...
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Well, there you go. Yeah, my own, exactly.
Yeah, crazy thing about her is
So-
all her best tracks are still coming.
That's so true, man. It
Mm.
really is so true. Well done for putting her on the map, because she was on because this Spotify playlist and me putting people on the map, there's connections right between this whole thing. So
Mm.
I'm
No,
glad
for
that
sure.
you got the shout out.
For sure. I'm not a big fan of Mercado.
You've actually done a collab with Mercado,
I
correct?
have. Speak of the devil.
Talk,
It's
do you want to talk on that, or is it secret?
I mean, no,
Yeah,
it's
please.
releasing in like 2 weeks officially on all the platforms. It's called
I
Fancy.
thought so.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Lucky you
Yes.
mentioned it. I actually wasn't even going to mention it. This would be a great plug.
How about that?
What a great segue to a plug. I didn't even think about that.
Hey man, I'm here for you.
Thank you, sir. So let me have a look at the releases. It's the 27th, which is, what day is that? Let me just get up my date. Friday the 27th, I believe, or Saturday the 28th. Let's say Friday the 27th, because I was working at the time and I thought it'd be a nice 5 o'clock finish to go home in my car and see it released.
Cool. Nice. That's
Yeah.
awesome. So it's called Fancy. It's a track that's been in the works for many years.
So long. Since 2016.
So that's the longest you spent on a track before?
Yeah. It's
Not
my...
that, I mean, who cares? It doesn't matter. But I
No.
guess it's kind of interesting, right? Like,
Yeah, the story behind it is it was actually one of my first hooks I ever wrote in my entire life when I first started writing my own music. And I loved the hook. I fell in love with it. I refined it. And over the next few years, I tried to fill the gaps myself. And it just never sounded
Mhm.
right. And so I started to try and like audition people for it, and it just never ever sounded right. And then the moment I met Mercado, I said, she's going to slay this. And she absolutely slayed it. And we just got it done ASAP. So,
Cool. So she's quite the professional to work with.
it was the first time we'd ever actually caught up in person. Remember we were doing all the VU chats on Discord and all that sort of stuff when we first started hanging
Right.
out as a group? We
Yep.
organized it then, and then after the first lockdown, we caught up and went to go see Spike, my producer, and yeah, he was blown away. He's a hard man to impress. Like the nicest thing he's ever said about me is that I've improved a lot. But the first time he ever heard her sing, he said that she's one of the best singers in Melbourne, if not Victoria, and that was the first time he'd ever heard her sing. So
Powerful.
yeah,
That's a big Spike endorsement there.
yeah. So she's just super talented. You hear her rap, and you don't expect her to also be able to sing even better. So
She's both one of the best singers and MCs in Melbourne.
definitely, without question.
It induces both awe and fear in my heart at the same time when I witness her doing her thing.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm honored
Cool.
to be,
All right.
to be on a track with her. I can't wait to show the world.
Me neither. I've heard it a few times.
At least 3 times.
And it's good. At least 3 times.
Yeah.
It's fucking great.
Thank
So
you.
excited for that. All right, cool. So that's a MC. If there's a producer that we haven't put up there yet that you could think of putting on the map,
I mean, I'd
please.
love to put Spike up there. Put Spike on the map.
Put
He
Spike.
deserves
Cool.
to
All
be on the
right.
map.
Dope.
He's in Fitzroy, wherever that is.
Fitzroy, that's north.
Yeah.
Cool. Spike, and just a straight producer, yeah?
Yeah, producer.
All right, so give us a bit of Spike's story.
Well, Spike started as a singer and dancer, and he did a lot of traveling through that. And then when
Okay.
he was, I think, 20s, he took up producing, and he's been doing that ever since. I think he had his birthday the other day. I think he turned 40 or something, and he's just down to earth. He's a really cool guy. He's the best thing about what he does is that he can teach you while you watch. Like you can go to him specifically for lessons, but a lot of the time I'll go to him with a project that I've nearly finished or that I've been working on and just say, what would you do with this? And he's like, oh, well, I'd probably change the beat. I'd probably do this. I'd probably grab a bass guitar. And the dude just goes and grabs a bass guitar and just starts riffing some shit that I never would have thought of. And I'm just like, how do you hear that? You know, he'll listen to the instrumental and he'll recreate it and he'll add some bells here and this and that. And I'm just like, where did that even come from? And it just is really inspiring to watch.
Is he good at kind of like translating and explaining his process, or does
Yes.
he just kind of like?
No,
Oh,
he's
cool.
very, very good at it. As I said, I've had maybe 12 or 13 lessons with him, maybe even more, because I obviously wanted to pay for his time and his experience. So the process for him was when he was teaching me, we used my tracks as examples to work on. So it was perfect because I had all these tracks that I was just tinkering with. And when I'd come in each week, we'd just work on my vocals or work on my instrumentals or whatever. And I would just watch and learn. And he taught me through every single thing, all the plugins that I'd never heard of. He taught me about EQ, about compression, about this and that, and reverb, and just every single thing. And it's been really, really useful, obviously.
Cool, and he also is quite kind of active in mentoring other people in the scene, yeah?
Yeah, so he does a lot with a lot of different artists. Some of them I'm pretty sure I can't name, but one of them is Sin Santos.
Yeah.
Do you know him?
I actually do.
Yeah, Sin Santos is pretty big with Spike.
Okay.
Do you know Saint P, or used to be Steve P as
Saint
well?
P?
Yeah, Saint P now. He changed his name recently, I think. Well, he was
No, I don't think
he
so.
was one of Spike's students who graduated and is now doing pretty good things. I think he's gone viral on TikTok, so that's always good.
Right.
Um,
Do you know? Have you heard much about Sin Santos and where he's at? the
Yeah, I
moment?
think he got signed recently to somewhere. And he's been releasing songs.
Huge.
He's been releasing songs. One of his songs is still on my playlist, and it's funny because I was on Xbox the other day, and Frenzy by Sin Santos came up, which is my favorite of his tracks. And
Frenzy by Sin Santos. Okay.
you should definitely put him on the map too, by the way. That came up on my playlist, and my Xbox friend was singing it because he'd heard it that many times.
Damn. Give me a tick. So I'm also going to add him to the Spotify list as well.
Yeah, sure.
So Sin Santos, do you know what side he is or nay?
I can have a look. I'll quickly try and find it.
Yeah, see if you can figure it out. Sin Santos. Yeah, I've seen him live a couple times.
He's really
Laundry,
talented. He just signed with
Gomo.
Warner Music.
Oh, holy hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big time. He's a big trap dude, yeah?
Trap rap, but he's also got a bit of he's a
R&B?
bit similar to me in the R&B aspects too. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't really have a good example of who he sounds like. That's a good thing, I guess.
That's alright. We can get it up. We can get it up.
We can get it up. Sin Santos.
Sin.
Let's have a look if I can find where he's from. He's
Do we know
Filipino.
if he
He's
produces
Filipino,
or-
but he's
Yeah.
living in Melbourne, so he's. It doesn't say where he's living
Okay.
in Melbourne.
That's right. I'll just leave him up, but not in the side. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Do you know if he produces as well or just MC?
I'm not sure, but I know that he does work with Spike as his producer. So whether he does his own on the side, I can't tell you.
So he might know some stuff.
Yeah,
All right, Frenzy. Do
Frenzy is definitely a banger you should listen to.
you mind if we listen to it now?
Go for it. I'd love to listen to it.
Hopefully this won't be too loud for you. I'm not sure if you got control over that again
That's fine.
from Spotify.
Will they hear it
Okay,
on the
cool.
stream?
They will.
Cool.
Let's rip it.
Let me have a join.
Should be just through
Yeah,
Discord.
yeah, got it.
Yeah, beautiful.
She talk to me so condescending. Talk to me nice, know that I'm trending. She Joe on that Louis and FND. We gon' send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy.
Yeah.
I'm dodging shots that they send me. We gon' send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Got hella problems, never ending. We gon' send them in a frenzy. She want that Louis and FND. Girl, fill my glass up when it's empty. Call my appointments, I got them pending. Fucking problems, I got plenty. Baby, I know what you do. Why you always act like you got something to prove? Oh, if I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I'll be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman that I need. They gon' hate regardless. Tell that man stop calling. I'm falling. We gon' send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. I'm dodging shots that they send me. This gon' send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Got hella problems, never ending. We gon' send them in a frenzy.
Girl, you got me in a frenzy. I know you glad that you met me. Cause I'm glad that I met you. So come here, baby, be alright. I ain't like the other guys, no. Baby, I won't tell you lies, no. I just want you by my side. You give me life. The way that you dancing, baby, girl, you really blow my mind, got my mind like up. All she do is show me. The shawty got her head on her shoulder. So let me love you. You got me all in this frenzy. What's the move? What's the plan, B? I just need a girl who understands me, yeah.
Send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. I'm dodging shots that they send me. This gon' send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Got hella problems, never ending. We gon' send them in a frenzy.
I'm that type boy, baby, let your man's
This
breathe.
guy
You
coming
wanna
up
big
is
things other
Steve
niggas
P.
can't see.
Oh, not this one, the next one.
Saint
coming
P?
up.
Alright.
What the singer is Saint P, the one I was talking about.
This is Adrian Swish, yeah?
Yeah.
Who's rapping now? Yeah.
Count my blessings, big reppin', Melbourne going in, there be no guessing. Fuck with no scrubs, baby, RIP left eye. Girl, go hard, we be from the west side. Can you hang, girl? We be going all night. Go ahead, take your best ride. More drinks, more shots, got plenty. Boss queen, only flexing in that Fendi. Feeling like I'm 16 in Mackenzie. I'm about to put 'em in a frenzy.
This bit,
You
yeah.
know that I mean it when I say you're my one and only, babe, yeah. Girl, let me lay you down. I can see it in your eyes, don't gotta make a sound. Slip out of that little black dress and into my bed. Tell you wanna ride and it's Italy. I'ma blow your mind if you let me. We gon' take our time, say we're a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. I'm dodging shots that they send me. Just gon' send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Send them in a frenzy. Got hella problems never ending. We gon' send them in a frenzy.
And the problems never ending. We gon' send them in a frenzy.
Dope, man.
Hey. Nah, it's a banger, yeah.
That's nice.
It's a good song.
Cool, man.
So,
So
yeah.
we've done a lot. We've put you on the map, kind of figured out a bit about ConnR. Listen, thank you for sharing some of your tracks with us. We're able to get tastes of some of the flavors, showing you're a versatile artist,
Thank
which is
you.
very important.
Gotta get the hair out
Um,
if I can.
Got to get the locks out. Yeah,
Yeah.
go on, show 'em.
Why not?
Oof, there it is. Daddy's home.
Oh, yeah. Messy. Sorry, keep flattering me. Yeah.
We also put we put Spike, San Santos,
Sin Santos.
and Mercado. Sorry, Sin Santos.
Yeah.
San
Mercado.
Santos, Sin Santos, and Mercado on the map.
Yeah.
It's very good, important.
Big names there.
and big names there, and then we're able to add Frenzy to the big playlist.
Oh, yeah.
So, ConnR, I think you've ticked all of the boxes
Thank
that
you.
could have been ticked.
This has been
Um,
really, really fun. I've really enjoyed this. I hope the start worked okay looking back on it. But I've had a really, great time doing it all.
Cool. I feel exactly the same, my dude. Any final words or any final plugs or anything that you want to contribute before we sign off?
ConnR, CONNR on Spotify and Instagram.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to hit the pre-save button for Fancy, that'd make my life a lot better. If you want to do that, it's in my Instagram bio. Apart from that, stay happy, stay healthy.
Cool. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay grounded.
Mhm.
It's your boy Dilly D, signing off for a good time.